Hello and welcome to the next turn of Dominions. Yeah, let's be straight up. This turn did not go as I would have liked it to have done. Let's first look at the map to see what the situation is. Unsurprisingly, and I called it last turn, Midland and Midgard are basically going ham and full in on trying to take my lands and cause me a mischief. And it is working. He moved his army away from Logos camp, which isn't too much of a surprise, so my army just hit empty air. I can show you the battle, but it's really of no consequence. Like, look at this. Like, this is... I've got the forces, I just need to find the battles. And there's one slave there, so... Really shouldn't have been a surprise that he did that, but it does mean It should have meant that I relieved the fort. It should have meant that, but instead I got this fucking event. An evil lord and his hirelings are trying to take over the land. Our undefended province of Logos camp has been conquered by the enemy. So I'm under siege. Like, I came in there, I lifted the siege, I'm under siege. It's the most rotten piece of luck, because now my army can't even leave to attack and capture these lands, and I'm just stuck and I have to break the siege and my forces are starving and it's just awful. Fortunately, the vampires can still leave, so that's a mixed blessing. So this is the main army, Forest of Nish. It's not really worthwhile sharing the battle, but just to give you an idea of what they have: 44 Jaguar warriors and 33 Eagle warriors. Like, there must be more to Midland's armies. This can't be the full thing. But it's not here yet. I don't know what's here. I'm going to find out. I'm going to siege here by 90 units. This slight detox was taken by a whole bunch of Valkyries. So I'm gonna have to try and keep track of where the slots are, but they of course like completely rolled. What was quite cool is it was this province, Forest of Nish. I had a vampire count who died in the battle, not too surprisingly, but resurrected the same turn. Let that be a lesson to Dr. Quacksilver, who took like 3 or 4 fucking turns to come back to life. Like, just Dr. Quacksilver remains the disappointment vampire. But there it is. So, what's the plan? These guys aren't going to try and give battle. I think that's quite clear. I mean, this army here, there's no strategic choice. I have one option: relieve the siege. They can't leave. There is no alternative option, so I'm stuck into that. They're going to try and capture my provinces, restrict my gold income. I don't know if they're really going to go take down the forts, but certainly I think their plan is going to be raiding, and if it is raiding, it's definitely going to hurt, because my gold situation, like, I'm not going to be able to do much but pay for my upkeep, and I hope I can pay for my upkeep and maintain that with the raid that's going on. So I've already turned down the recruitment. I'm recruiting my rangers, but I've paused on recruiting mages. In terms of the research I'm going for, the main thing that I'm wanting to get is Alteration 6, and it's about 2 turns of research, so I should definitely get it the next few turns. I'm concerned about losing this mage core here. Definitely worried about that, and I'm definitely worried about losing this guy, this level 2 mage, because yeah, she costs 30 nature gems. And I don't want to lose her. So that's happening. That's why I'm rushing the Forge. I'm rushing another Thistle Mace for my use. So if I want to get to level 2 nature, I don't have to empower anyone new again. Yeah, so using vampires to raid here. I've got 4 vampires coming here: Horde Skeleton, Sabbath Slave, and then Sabbath Master. Sabbath Slave and Sabbath Master works exactly the same as a communion. It's just a blood communion. It's a pretty great communion vampires because they have regeneration. So as they regenerate health, that can be fatigued more and doesn't do anything to achieve that. And if he dies, he's immortal, so you know. Why I'm choosing Dr. Quacksilver is because he has afflictions, and if he dies from a very ambitious Sabbath slave situation, he gets to resurrect, and he might lose an affliction if he dies. 3 vampires coming here. I stripped them from the items because I felt this was a fairly risky maneuver. It all just depends on how much defense they have. We're just going to have to see, and how many skeletons they can pump out. If the province defense isn't too great, they should be fine. If there is some, that's going to be annoying. I don't know where this army is going to go next. This is probably for Midgard taken. I can't imagine he'll move there just for fear of running into Midgard. So he's probably going to take here or here. Might just try and siege the capital. Like, that'd be insane. I am concerned about losing this fort because the fortification is already 400. I've got some fort defense, but really not much. These guys, the Black Templars, I think they might be able to move there in 1 turn. If they can, that'd be great. I am attacking this province as well, with not a particularly large force. The thinking is that... Let's just split these dwarves up, because I actually want them on this. Let's have them on the side, just to try and create a buffer and cause some mischief. This army is going to move. I'm quite sure of that. It's going to move. And if it does move, then maybe I can capture the province. It's not a huge investment of forces. So if he moves, then I get to capture the province. I think that's the way that works. I don't know about pinning them. The finer details of Dominion movement, not super sure about. You do move to friendly provinces first. No, that happens, but we both can be moving to enemy provinces, so... Can you have a battle here and then somewhere else? I'm actually just not sure. So that's that. Moose is still blood hunting. Colossus is still going to be casting Sanguine Heritage. I cast Sanguine Heritage twice last time, which is brilliant. My blood hunting is definitely going to be lessened. That's because these guys can't blood hunt because they're trapped in the fort. No blood hunting. That's why I took their blood hunt items away from them. No blood hunting going on over here. I'm moving this blood hunter because too close to danger, and got 1 blood hunter here. So there's 1 blood hunter here, Moose's blood hunting, and this one over here. So really not going to be too great. So I'm probably not going to be able to cast Sanguine Heritage next time, which would be a shame. But I've got a very healthy number of vampires. I've got 8. Which at this point of the game I'm actually pretty pleased with. Not sure what's going to happen. Man, I think I've told Man that Midgard is attacking me, and with this force, like, surely he's going to attack. Like, surely he just must do. So I'm not quite sure what Midgard's going to be up to. He's going to be torn between these 2 places. And look, I think I said before, I think their attack on me is grossly misguided. I don't think it benefits them, and it's definitely not going to benefit me. I think it's just going to be worse. My army is too strong for theirs from what I could see. And there's no thrones here. This is just going to cost them, and they're not going to... Yeah, that's my view on it. I might be horribly wrong. They might ruffle stomp me and just gain income from my provinces, but I don't think it's going to go down that way. I think they're going to bleed. I think they're going to hurt. And the message I sent to them last time was basically, I've got 2 of you guys attacking me. The first of you declares neutrality, then the other person will suffer the full force of my aggression. We'll see how that goes down. It's a little bit of a prisoner's dilemma going on over there. I'd much rather only have 1 enemy. That's the ideal scenario. It'll be interesting to see what comes back, if anything. It seems unlikely, but try and make it interesting. Certainly next one is going to be very eventful. It's be interesting to see what happens. I should actually let Man know that it's a force of fans, a slight retox. Oh, another thing that I totally forgot is Man gave me a flame helmet. So I have a flame helmet. So with Chillbird with the flame helmet, I give him a few gems, I'll be able to cast flaming arrows, which is amazing. So this makes Chillbird quite valuable, makes the flame helmet very valuable, so I'm going to send him to the capital. And then hopefully for the big major battle, I'll be able to cast flaming arrows. I don't think there's any items here that I'm going to be able to manufacture with him that's going to enable me to cast this fire magic level 4. Yeah, like I'm not going to be able to create this item again. Not on the time scales that we're talking about. Let me send a quick message to man. It might be too late for him. Goodness knows where those vans are going to go. They might actually raid man's provinces, for I know. I mean, it's right there, so... I hadn't really considered that. I just assumed they'd be attacking me, but it's actually a very real possibility. The message will probably be too late for him anyway. But, there it is. So, thank you for watching. Next one will be eventful, and I hope to still be around. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see you guys next time.